Welcome to question 8 of the 2010 Mathematical Methods Exam 2. In this video we will be looking at the solution for this question. A reminder that this video is in no way endorsed by VCAA. And now before we move on, I'd just like to point out that the use of a CAS calculator is the most efficient way to answer this particular question. So for question 8 we have the function f with the rule f of x equals 3 log e of 2x. And the question goes on to say that if f of 5x is equal to log e of y, then y is equal to one of the following. So this question can be done without a calculator, and I'll show that towards the end. But for now, we'll use the calculator to solve this question efficiently. On the CAS calculator, go into the main menu. Next, what we want to do is we want to define the function f. So clicking on the keyboard button on the hard keypad, I want to type in the rule 3 log e, which I can use the ln button for. So we're going to have 3 ln of 2x. And that's the rule for f of x. So I'm going to highlight that and go interactive, define as f of x. The next thing we know in the question is that f of 5x, so if I drag down f of x and put 5x in there, so we're going to have f of 5x. We know that that is equal to log e of y. So I can just put ln of y on the right hand side of that equation. Next, the question asks what y is equal to. So we can solve this for y. So I'm going to highlight that and go interactive, equation inequality, solve. And instead of solving for the variable x, I'm going to replace that with y and hit OK. And that tells us that y is equal to 1000x cubed. So from the calculator, we can see that option E is the correct answer for this question. Now, if we were to do this by hand, the first thing we'd want to do is work out what f of 5x is. So we'd have f, and then we'd substitute 5x into that. So that would give us 3 log e of 2, and wherever there's an x, I'm going to replace it with 5x. And that is going to equal 3 log e of 10x. And now we know that that is equal to log e of y. So therefore we know that 3 times log e of 10x is equal to log e of y. And now we want to find y. So what we could do is we could bring this 3 that's multiplying the first log up as a power. So that would give log e of 10x to the power of 3 is equal to log e of y. And then what we know is if we have an equation with 2 logs on either side and the bases are equal and there's nothing else added on or multiplying them, then the inside parts of the log must be the same. So therefore we have 10x to the power of 3 must equal y. So therefore y is equal to, and now using index laws, we know that 10x to the power of 3 is the same as just multiplying 10x by itself 3 times. So we actually get 1000x cubed. And that was the same as what the calculator gave us before, but it just takes a little bit longer to do it by hand. So I'd recommend using a calculator for that sort of question in the future. And now just before we wrap up, we can see from the examiner's report that this question was done quite well in this examination, with almost 80% of students getting the correct answer for that question.